Guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL and GLs. So let's get right into it. Now, I would like to apologize beforehand in case my voice sounds like hoarse or coarse. It's because it's currently 2 a.m. I wanted to do this video beforehand, but I got into watching a new BL. It's called The Fellow Traveler, and I completely forgot because I was supposed to watch only one episode and then do the video, and then I ended up watching three, and it's now 2 a.m. and tomorrow is Monday. So I'm sure I'll wake up late and I will have to hurry and get out and go for work. So I'm doing this video now. So this video is about OhmLeng fans, a specific group of fans of OhmLeng. Like, I don't even know like which term to use to describe what they did. Now, we know there was some section of OhmLeng fans that were not happy about OhmLeng not being paired in any BL show, or they are not being a Bad Buddy season 2. Now, OhmLeng, not OhmLeng, Nanon himself doesn't have any series planned out. He only has one, which I think he was even forced to do because it's an adaptation of a movie that he did. Now, if he wasn't doing that series, he probably wasn't going to do any series like this year, going to next year. Now, I know people are upset, but you have to realize that these people are actors. They're actors. So it's their job. And sometimes people don't like doing repetitive tasks at work. And Nanon has been very, very, very vocal several times about saying, leave the past at the past. Hasn't touched on the issue about Nanon, but Nanon has like made subtle tweets that if you are smart enough, you would actually understand what he's trying to say. He has gone in front of the press and said that he wants to take a break, that he has done so many series that if he feels like it's time to actually focus on another thing, and he's tired of doing the high school tropes and the university tropes. He's tired of it. He wants to act on other scripts, like scripts that challenge him. And he's tired of the high school because he's done like 20 of them, or almost 20 of them. Now, this actor definitely wants growth, but you want to hold him back. You want him to, I don't know, do you want him to wear like uniforms like until he's 30, 35 or 40? Do you actually want him to only act on BLs, which is not a bad thing? But if he wants to venture on other shows, it is well within his right. It is well within his growth. Now, he has said right now he wants to focus on the music and pushing the music. Like, he was having like a very good break with his music. But you know, with music, if you don't focus on it and people don't hear you constantly on their radios, like, they tend to forget about your music part. So if that is his first passion and not acting, like, it's okay for him to do it, because Nanon is actually a good singer compared to like most of these BL actors and GL actors who sing when they actually should only be singing at karaoke bars. That's just me being honest. So it's actually okay to give him the opportunity to actually bless us with his voice, entertain us with his voice, so that you all can hear how bad these BL actors that you forced to sing for you in this fan meet, how bad they are. Because there is very few BL actors that I can count in my one hand that can actually sing. Actually sing. So because you are used to hearing like so many bad voices and songs, you actually want to continue torturing the rest of us with that. Now, this is me going off topic. Now, I don't know if it's the same OhmLeng fans that sent the trucks or the cars to GMMTV building protesting that they would only accept OhmLeng works. And here I'm thinking, are you guys the sponsors? Are you guys the writers? Are you guys the directors? Like, do you control that part? Yeah, I know you watch the show, but if you don't watch it, the rest of us will still watch it. We'll still hype it up. So there is no problem. Like, you can voice your opinion, your like disappointment without coming off as condescending or without coming off as like you're giving demands. Because at the end of the day, OhmLeng are not the only people working for GMMTV. GMMTV has a lot of BL couples. So your money doesn't run GMMTV. These other couples, their money also run GMMTV. They also have fans. So it's not only that section of GMMTV. As much as you feel like you spend the most, trust me, there is a group of people who actually feel like they spend the most. So they went ahead and went to Central World, Bangkok, a mall, whereby OhmLeng were having like a Marvel fan meet or something and promoting the movie Marvel, which I hear it's not pretty doing well. I'm disappointed. I was actually there thinking girl power, and I was thinking I was going to watch it like tomorrow, but I've seen like the reviews and they're not quite good, so I'm still deciding whether to go watch it or not. Now, they rented some screens whereby they were vocal about only wanting OhmLeng, and it is actually very, very embarrassing for them, because like you feel the fact that you feel that you hold so much power. I don't know where that entitlement comes from. Like from a lot of fans, I don't know where that entitlement comes from, whereby you feel like you are the one who knows these actors, like you truly, truly know them and no one else knows them. Like you are the only one who knows what's best for them. Like no one else knows what's best for them. Like you are the only one who will die for them. Metaphorically, like you are the only one. Like you are the only one. And it's shocking to me, like, I don't understand it. Now, for them to do that, especially the first time whereby Om was actually going to introduce, like, Leng to his fans, is actually very, very embarrassing. It's actually very, very embarrassing. And I was happy because and Leng, like they were in their own world. Like you can't tell me anything. Like was flatty, he was touchy, he was happy. Whether he was acting or not, it pretty seemed real to me. And then I realized, because I didn't know how to feel about it, because he was just too cozy, and like they were like in sync, and I couldn't explain it. I was like, damn, this guy is good. Like is really, really good. Like, how fast has he manufactured that chemistry with him? Like, it was seamless, and I was shocked. And then come to find out, like, he has actually known Leng since they were in grade 7. Like, that's more than 5 years of friendship, which is pretty awesome. Like, now I understood. I said, okay, so they have that friendship going on. They have that, they're comfortable around one another. Like, they know what the other person likes, and they know how far they can go and how far they cannot go. Like, he didn't have that with Nanon. Like, he knew Nanon through work. For all I know, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that he like saw shows whereby Nanon was. I'm guessing Nanon saw shows where he was on, and then they were paired together. And then after they were paired together, then they got to know one another and became friends. But this is before, and which is fantastic, because like, you see how Force and Book are, like their relationship is like seamless. Like, how they act, they're so comfortable. Like, how they act, you feel like they're interacting in real life. And even how they interact in real life, it's like almost or the same as how they act, because they have known each other for so long that they do know one another. Now, I'm just saying that fans should stop, because now people are acting out there and saying, oh, they're shocked. They're shocked. How can they go this far? And they're calling out these fans. But the problem is that whenever like people call out as groups of fans who misbehave, like, people are very quick to like come to their defense and say, oh, you don't understand this. Like, even with, let me say, the Mew thing, when he came and he tried to explain like things surrounding him and his career moving forward, he had tried so many times like to put down people gently, but people didn't like hear him. So when he got aggressive, like, people heard him and people blamed him. Now, a lot of these BL actors and these GL actors didn't speak on it. Like, they didn't show their support. They didn't call out like the whole thing. They did nothing. And the only person that actually did kind of or did show his support was Bible Witch Pass. I hope I'm not butchering the second name. From Beyond Cloud. But the rest, they didn't like, they ignored it. But they didn't know that today it was Mew, tomorrow it's them. Now we have seen now that fans have been escalating their entitlement. Tay went through it, he had to call people out. Athmix went through it, they had to call people out. Who went through it? This born went through it. He had to call people out. Like, a lot of people are going through it now. Friend is going through it. She had to call people out. Like, a lot of people are going through it. And if you try to tell people, because OhmLeng has quite been like telling people the right way, like the easy way. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want this career path. I don't want these choices of shows. I want shows that actually challenge me. Like, he has been trying to tell people, like, in polite, like, ways and all that. But people are not listening. They're still tagging him every single time, every single day, asking him to go back to work with Om. And when he explodes, now those fans will be victims. Like, if Om exploded yesterday, then now they would have become victims, even though he has been silent, he has been taking it, he has been labeled the wrong guy, the reason why, like, the ship capsized. Nanon also has been blamed as the reason why the ship has capsized, but Om has decided to remain silent, and then this is what they do to them. And then that mall, I wonder if they don't have any scruples left, because how the hell would you agree for your establishment to actually be used to promote such things? Like, is the money that worth it? Like, if I was and Leng, I would actually tell GMMTV that I wouldn't want to set foot in that mall ever again. I wouldn't want to ever do any fan meet, any project of mine in that mall again, because they have shown that money is way more important than the peace of mind. I know they probably don't own the screens. I'm like 80% sure that probably they don't, or let me not go that far. Let me just say 50%. Probably they don't own those screens. Those screens are someone else. But I feel like whenever, like, people want to put things in your establishment, even though you are not in charge, you actually have to know, like, what they're putting. What if they're putting, like, something racist or something, like, very vile and something, like, harmful to the society? Are you going to allow it because you don't own the screens? It doesn't work that way, unless they have decided with the people that who own the screens, like, their contract is ironclad, that they do not have any say as to what is shown on the screen. And that will be kind of stupid to do, in my opinion, and a very bad, like, business move. So now, with all this that is happening, the name of Mew is coming up a lot because of the whole incident that he went through February with his fans, or his ex-fans, whichever you want to call them. Like, I'm not here to potato shit, but, like, him and, like, his fans. Now, Mew was right. It's trending. Like, a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are saying Mew was right. Like, he had called it. Like, if only people had listened. And I feel like it wasn't just, like, I feel like on that day, like, I feel like things changed. Like, the toxicity of fans became too much, because now I think every week, like, there's some kind of toxicity, like, in the fandom, in the industry, like every single week. I might even go as far as saying twice or three times, even four times in a week. Like there's some toxicity in the fandom, and not in the fandom, like in the industry. Yeah, I can say in the BL fandom. Now, I would like for that mall, hopefully today, those screens were turned off, or I don't know if like it was a running thing or it was just for that day. Hopefully, if it was just for that day, I hopefully that mistake will never happen again, or the people signing on that decision will think twice before they sign, because you were actually putting OhmLeng at a very bad spot mentally. They might have brushed it off, and they might have not like actually shown like their emotions towards it, but you don't know how they felt later on when the fans are not there with them. Like it might have just broken them. It might have just made Leng think if this is actually doing, and this is his life, this is his livelihood. You don't know maybe how long he has waited for this opportunity. You don't know how hard he has worked to be able to get that part and to get as far as he has gotten. So you should give him a breather. You should give him an opportunity to work. You never know, you might even love him more. Because I already do, but you know me, I love everyone. Give me a great show, I'm in love. So that's it. So, and I'm hoping now that OhmLeng actually becomes a household name. And I mean, like, I need like 2 or 3 projects to actually now rub it on people's faces. Now that is me. I'm petty that way. I would actually do that. If I was I will actually now say like, okay, give me another 2 projects with them, which is unlike because he doesn't do that unless it is a part 2 of a show. Other than that, you guys just relax. If there's no part 2 of that show, he might be going to another actor. So I don't know why you guys are so pressed about it. He has shown you before he's not one to stay. He can't be cooped up. He's a free bird. So I don't know why you are so pressed, because next year you are the same people who will be hiring trucks and say, we want only OhmLeng. You'll be going to malls and renting screens and say, we want only OhmLeng. So relax. Relax, guys. You guys just rest and let us enjoy the show. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Turn on the post notification. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Comment. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this whole thing. Do you think fans are going too far? Do you think fans are too entitled? Do you think Mew was right? And do you feel like it's a new dawn for both actors and fans? So let me know in the comment section. Bye, guys.
ฮะ กว่าจะรถหาย ทำใจ จุ๊บๆ บ๊ายบาย